Hey, what's up? This is Tech Brothers. In this video, I want to talk about new budget phone Sony Xperia L2 and compare it with one of the most interesting Chinese device called Xiaomi Redmi 5. The smartphones have similar specifications but completely different design. So let's compare them and decide which is better to buy at the beginning of 2018. Sony Xperia L2 has old design and thick bezels around the display, especially on top and bottom. It looks like a smartphone from 2015 to 2016. Despite quite big bottom bezel, the smartphone doesn't have home button. The fingerprint reader is located on the back. Also, it comes with single rear camera. The body is made of plastic. Sony Xperia L2 and Xiaomi Redmi 5 have almost the same dimensions, but Sony smartphone is much thicker, 9.8mm against 7.7mm in Redmi 5. New budget phone from Xiaomi follows the latest trend on the market. It has full-screen design with long display. Of course, there are bezels around the display, but they are much thinner than Sony Xperia L2. On the back panel you can see fingerprint reader and single main camera. The body of smartphone is made of metal. Redmi 5 looks more beautiful than Xperia L2, but Sony smartphone has one big advantage. It comes with USB Type-C port, while Xiaomi device has microSD port. Both smartphones have 3.5mm audio jack. I like Redmi 5 design more, so I will give it the first point. As I already said, both smartphones have similar dimensions, but Xperia L2 comes with smaller display. It has a diagonal 5.5 inches and HD resolution 720 by 1280 pixels. The pixel density is 267 ppi. Xiaomi Redmi 5 is equipped with 5.7-inch display with HD Plus resolution 720 by 4T14 pixels. The pixel density is 282 ppi. To be honest, I think that display quality is similar on smartphones. However, Redmi 5 has bigger display and it has 75% of screen-to-body ratio, while Xperia L2 has only 71%. It means that Xiaomi smartphone has thinner bezels around the display. If we talk about hardware, I want to note that both smartphones are budget devices. Sony Xperia L2 is powered by Mediatek MT6737T processor. This is quad-core chipset with 1.5 GHz and 28nm process technology. Also, new Sony smartphone has 3GB of RAM and 32GB of storage, with support of microSD memory cards. New smartphone scores about 40,000 points in Antutu. The second smartphone in our comparison, Xiaomi Redmi 5, is equipped with Snapdragon 450. This is Octa-core chipset with clock speed 1.8 GHz and 14nm process technology. It also comes with 3GB of RAM and 32GB of storage. You can use microSD memory cards to expand internal memory. This smartphone has 55,000 points in Antutu. Snapdragon 450 is much more powerful and modern chipset than Mediatek MT6737T. You can see this by benchmarks. I think you will notice real difference while playing games and launching apps. However, Xperia L2 has good optimization system, so user interface runs fast and smooth. By the way, both smartphones runs on Android 7.1 Nougat, but each of them use its own user interface. If Redmi 5 is more powerful than Xperia L2, then Sony smartphone has better cameras. It has 13-megapixel main camera with f2.0 aperture. Also, there is 8-megapixel front camera. As for the Redmi 5, it comes with 12-megapixel main camera and aperture f2.2. The front camera has resolution of 5 megapixel. Aperture says that Xperia L2 should take better photos at night. We know that Sony smartphones are good in photography, and I have big hopes on new budget phone. Xperia L2 and Redmi 5 have the same battery capacity, 3300 mAh. It is very difficult to talk about battery life, because smartphones are very similar. I think they provide the same battery life, about 1 day on a single charge. Sony smartphone is equipped with USB Type-C port, but manufacturer doesn't say about fast charging support. I will give both smartphones by 1 point. It will be fair. The main difference between these smartphones is price. Sony Xperia L2 costs about $250, while Redmi 5 starts from $140. As you can see, the difference is really big. Of course, Xperia L2 has better camera and famous brand. Also, this smartphone is sold worldwide. You can buy it in US, UK and other countries around the world. However, Redmi 5 has full-screen design, bigger display, better performance, and the most important part, it is almost twice cheaper. I think you understand who is the winner. Thanks for watching. In description you can find links where to buy smartphones cheaper. Subscribe to our channel Tech Brothers.